Welcome back to the LEGO Let's Chat, everyone. Hope you're having a fantastic day. My name is Joel Duggan, and I want to thank Cosmic Dancer for 52 months of subscribing. Holy smokes, Cosmic. That's incredible. Thanks so much for the resub. And Delara, thank you for the resub. 17 months. Also, large number. The Razor Crest is an epic ship, says Delara. Yes. Yeah, I agree. Dan, good to see you. Hope you're having a good day so far. So we are on bags 5 and 6, and so far, I would say, I think we really only have the cockpit and the engines and the top of the ship left. Everything else seems to be completed. There are some side panels that we added last time that fold down. If I do that carefully, you can see all the structure that we did inside. It tilted back quite far. I like these ones, they come down on like clicks. But, so we're gonna probably set this aside somewhere because it's quite large and dig into bag number 5. So let's change this around here. This is set 75292 for folks that are just catching up. The first 2 VODs of the build are on YouTube at youtube.com/JoelDugganVods. I waited and I decided to put them both up at the same time. They went up like one right after another. And I'll probably put this one up ASAP once we've got it all finished. It is definitely coming together, you're right, Cosmic. Yeah, it's after last week it really felt like a ship. Even after just the third bag, I felt like it really felt like a ship. We have that kicking around. Ooh, this might be the top hatch, perhaps. It's nice to have a small bag, so it's not like an absolute metric ton of stuff. It's a lot bigger than I would have imagined. Yes, yeah, I think I probably read the dimensions on it once back when we first started, but I hadn't returned to them, and you're right, it's definitely bigger than you think. It's funny, you know, like when I look at the box is close to life size. It's a little bit bigger, but in terms of the image on the front of the box, it's actually pretty accurate in terms of its scale. I don't know whether LEGO does that on purpose, like whether there are some builds you obviously can't, but if it's possible, I wonder if they try to put it in a box that reflects the actual size of the model. I don't know. Denzil 1986, thanks very much for the 100 bits. Much appreciated. Decided to pull the pieces out that were the minifigure. We'll do those on their own, I think. Back together. So hope everybody's week was good. I was able to get quite a few streams out this week. I think we had at least 2 Minecraft streams this week. Maybe even 3. It's a little funny that I can't remember. But we made lots of progress. We finished the inn. We started on the next thing, the barracks bunkhouse and the practice yard, and we also finished the Fletcher shop too. Finishing the inn might have been last week, now that I think about it. Some odd shaped people. All slope pieces. Just nipped in to say hi. Unfortunately, it's Star Wars, and we all know Star Trek is better. Those are fighting words, Denzel. Off with you. Normally, I'd say something like, sorry to see you go, or too bad you can't hang out longer, but if that's how you're going to be, don't let the droid hit you on the way out. Funny, you know, I say that, and in my long list of potential dog names that I was going over this summer, long story, didn't end up getting a dog, but I was definitely thinking seriously about the kinds of names that I would want to have. And ultimately, going through Star Wars names, it's hard. It's hard to find a good name for a dog. And the name that I settled on, or one of the short list, was actually more Star Trek based. So I'm a fan of both, as much as I like to fire one against the other. I think I have a potential to like them both equally, but I don't find that Star Trek always hits the mark with me. Not that Star Wars always does either. It's warm in here today. Jelly Ray, hello, welcome in. Fluffy, do you need another dog name? Actually, one of my family friends had a dog named Fluffy for years, and I did not like the animal, so I will not be naming my dog Fluffy. And no, I'm not going to say what it was. It's one of those things where, like, it's almost like I don't want to jinx it, so I'll keep it to myself until I actually have a dog. I was looking at getting a American Bully, either a pocket or a classic size, or a pocket or standard, I guess. Classics are really hard to come by in this part of the world. A lot easier in the States. Your husband's uncle had several hunting dogs, one at each time, and replaced when they got old. They were all called Clang. Really? Clang 2 and so on? That's ridiculous. At least you don't have to worry about remembering the name of your dog. What happens when... I mean, I guess were the two dogs ever alive at the same time? Because that would be confusing. Master Shifu, welcome in. I'm doing well, thanks. I'm trying to remember how much space we need for building. Once we start putting things on this big rig, it eats up space here quite quickly. So it's taking a little bit longer to know all the pieces, but I need to have them far enough away that it's not going to be in the way when we actually build when we actually assemble everything. Where can we put these? I guess we'll do that here. Delar says, I enjoy Star Wars with my parents because Harrison Ford and the gang. Oh, right on. Yeah, I like a good classic Star Wars watch through. I've been threatening to do it recently after watching so much Star Wars on Disney Plus. I think we'll put Dog meat, roach. I'm sure there are more names that we can find you for your dog to be. Oh no, I've already settled. I've got 2 names picked out. It's funny. It's very similar to what you hear when people are having children. They'll have like a boy name and a girl name. I think I would prefer a guy dog, a male dog, but at the same time, like if it was a really lovely dog, or if it ended up being a rescue, which I wasn't leaning on, but I mean it would be possible. Then I wouldn't want to rule out having a female dog. And really, half of my experience with dogs has been with female dogs, so like I don't have a problem with either. And when you're dealing with breeds like American Bully, which can be a little stubborn, then sometimes having a female dog is a little bit easier. This is a nice small bag. There's almost nothing to it. That's all she wrote. Plus these 2 monsters. Not Humo saying that you just started Andor. It's been alright so far, only in episode 3. I would argue that I think episode 3 and 4 is when it really picks up. And I really like Andor. And I'm on episode 8 or something. 8 or 9. No, 10? Maybe 10. I think I've done 10. Anyway, you stick with it. 100% stick with it. It's a very good show. Bag number 5. Cosmic Dancer says, when we got our dog, we went for a rescue, and I have a very clear idea of what kind of doggo I wanted, and then what we got was a total opposite. And I always say that he chose us. Well, that's fair. I do like the idea of a rescue if I can get a rescue young enough. The benefit of having a rescue is that they're usually house trained. But I am not an experienced dog owner. This would be my very first dog. We never owned one growing up. So I am very leery of having a dog that has behavioral issues and thus restricting where you can take it and what you can do, who can look after it. And I find that there's a potential for that with rescues in my research. I mean, if it really came down to it, I would talk to somebody extensively about it with experience with rescue. So this is Grief Karga, I believe the Carl Weathers character from The Mandalorian, with his dual pistols. So yes, we are jumping right into the giant, everything is in the way building process. So unfortunately, you're not going to be able to get all of the instructions on the screen. 2 of those, and where'd they go? Top back. Like they cover up these little red pieces. Oh yeah, I forgot that this is not stable. I don't like where they put the landing gear on the bottom. It doesn't make any sense. So we may end up changing that later on. I suppose I could just take the landing gear off while we build it, but... Oh, Boo, welcome in. Good to see you. 2 of those. It's only been recently that I've seen these little triangle pieces in builds. It's funny, they're very small and finicky. They don't really feel like Lego. Whoops. Can you all see okay with the ship over here? 6th month gift sub courtesy of VSB Meza has entered month 3 for Morgantic. Morgantic, good to see you. Shout out and thanks to Meza for sending you that 6th month gift sub. That's amazing. And thanks for continuing to give the shout out as well. Hope you're good, Morgantic. I shouldn't say good. Hope you're well. Bill does English. So here. And I've got 2 of these and 2 of the dark pinks. Answer your question. Yes, we can see. Okay, perfect. The steps are rather small. 2 more of the triangle pieces and 2 gray plates. We're just kind of covering up all these structural bits that we did last week where we attached actually I think last week was mostly the tail and the front, so I'm not sure when we added these wing pieces whether that was last week or the week before. I think it was last week. It is neat how they leave just like little bits of beige showing through. So I understand why they chose the beige color, because it goes with like the rusty decals. Or decals. And 2 of those, 2 of those, and 2 of those. Which I know is very vague. 4x1 plates, 4x3 plates, and I guess quarter circle plates. Not sure what those are called. And these go along the top here. Uh-oh. Moss Flower, hello. Welcome back. Oh, now we got to do an attachment. 2 hinges, or hinge pieces, I should say. And then this piece goes on. Oh, I see. So that attaches to these red grip pieces here in the cockpit. It's interesting that that lifts up like that. I bet you it's because it has to be on an angle. So if you look at it sideways, it doesn't lay flat, it's actually on a slight incline. And then we're going to do the same thing this way. Just kind of in the opposite direction. Morgantic, how long have I been working on this model? This is the 3rd week. We tend to do about 2 bags a week on models, I would say, on average. It depends on the size of the bag, though, because Optimus Prime, there was a couple of bags that were really big. So it's like, whoops, it's a combination of like, usually the goal is like a 3-hour stream. But if I get into like a 2.5-hour stream and we're just finishing a bag, I tend to just kind of call it there. It's a nice way to give myself a little bit of a rest on a Friday to not stream like too long. But I've also done things where if I've got extra time on a Friday, where I'll do a bag or 2 bags and they'll end up being like 2 hours and 10 minutes or 2 hours and a half, and then I'll just switch over and I'll play Satisfactory, or I'll switch over to Minecraft or something. And we'll do like a double stream in those situations. That won't be happening today. I've got dinner plans, so. And then this goes on top. It's funny, that's not where I thought these were going to go. That's cool. So, even more stuff. Let's go on the front here like this. Whoops. And then the big cockpit piece, which I'm glad they've got printed. Like, this is what I mean when I say I would like more pieces that have the stuff printed, rather than having to put the stickers on myself. And then that will go on these pieces down there. Don't know how that works. All right, so that's not meant to, it's not meant to move, it's meant to stay. So that's an interesting kind of connection. I would have never thought that was possible. But the result is really cool because it gives a very distinct slope to the front of the cockpit. Apparently this is a dreadnought. I didn't realize that, but apparently this is the type of ship that this is a dreadnought. I'm not sure if it's an old Imperial dreadnought or if it's meant to be a certain kind of dreadnought. Oh, did I put the announcement in the wrong place in Discord. Do you have access to the announcements channel, Cosmic? Where did I put it? What do you mean it's not on, Dan? Oh, did I put it on Spawn Chunks? Crap. My bad. My bad. Where did I put it in the announcements channel? On Spawn Chunks? Yeah, Friday Brain for sure. Could one of the mods on the Spawn Chunks Discord maybe leave a comment in general and just say, yes, Joel did that by mistake? Appreciate it. It is hot under these lights. I didn't realize how hot they got. Thank you, Cosmic. Appreciate it. Do you have access to the announcements channel on the Joel Duggan Discord? Because you could always put the live channel in there too. Wonder what we're building now. I skipped past the little image where it says, like, this is what you're doing. Kind of fun to kind of see it unfold as you build it. You don't think you do, but you can check? Cool, thanks. Usually I am not in the Spawn Chunks Discord on my computer, like on my PC. Normally it's the Mac where I'm on the Spawn Chunks Discord, so I was probably just on autopilot. Oh, I think this is like a little skiff or something that they scoot around on. That's interesting. We put this there and put this on top. There's always cool ways for Lego to attach pieces perpendicular to what's already happening. Like put these here. That's cool. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world. A little bit of cross promotion, a little bit of Lego Let's Chat happening in the Spawn Chunks Discord. I'm sure no one will mind. I'm gonna be back in the Spawn Chunks Discord tomorrow. We've got the Minecraft Hangout with everybody. We gotta put the time for that in the Discord as well. Cosmic, if anybody asks, it's 11 o'clock Atlantic, UTC -4. But I'll either myself or Johnny will make a post. I never thought I should have looked at it before I logged into stream. Strange that there's this gap there. Goes like that. Oh, this is the top. Interesting. I thought it was like a separate thing. Did I miss a step? Yes. That's better. $3 p.m. GMT apparently. Yep. You can't make posts in the announcements channel. Okay, cool. I should fix that for moderators. For instances just like this. I'm having a very hard time with small pieces today. I noticed it earlier. I was playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I had a big workout this morning. I was working my back, and back is a hard day on the hands because everything's very heavy. And I'm finding it hard with the little teeny pieces. The dexterity is not there. Oops. Case in point. Let me put that together there, together there. That's why this was all one bag and such a small bag, because it's basically like a strip down the middle of the top of the ship. That, one of these. I think this is one of the key elements on the ship is top hatch. I didn't remember it from the show, but it's once I saw it in the model here, I was like, oh yeah, that's very distinct. And then this attaches here. Interesting. Supposed to have a gap? No. There we go. Yeah, wow. Huh. I wonder why it had such a very specific structure underneath it. I wonder why that was the case, but I don't know. Elkhorn, I made the Lego stream. Hello. Always good to see the mighty Elkhorn in chat. That just makes like a little grill on the back piece, and then we put in the top. And then this goes inside there. And I I guess it attaches to that. Yep. That's what she does. Not meant to move, it's just meant to sit there. Yep, that's right. That's that top strip all finished from that one bag. And I believe the next bag is bag 6. Yep. All right, well, we're a little bit early for my first break. Folks, I normally take a break once an hour, but we're a little bit ahead of that. But because we're in between bags, it's probably a good time to do it. My coffee's a little bit cold anyway, so hold on to your nuggets. We'll be back in about 5 or 6 minutes, and you can go grab a snack, grab a friend, and we'll see you in just a few. Last bag. Extra pieces. I guess there's no guessing as to what these are, of course, because it's the only thing left to do is the engines. Does it have tires? No. These might be hubcaps in other sets, like the big Technic sets, but I believe these are just like the big front fuel. Like it's like the intake fan. Although that's weird because like as a spaceship, I don't necessarily know that you need air coming in per se. It's over there. Oh yes, the blaster bolts. I thought we were going to be making them out of these arch pieces, but there's quite big pieces on each one of these, big cylindrical drums. Lots of small pieces, that's for sure. I think I might try and adjust the camera position to be a little closer to me. Oop. Sorry for the creaky mic stand. That's new in the last couple weeks. I've got to do something about that. Maybe it just needs like a little bit of oil or something. I feel like it vibrates up the entire stand when it happens, though. Well, the green ones are easy to spot. That's for sure. Barely. Of course there's more than... Dan is like, yep, small Lego, small hands. Definitely a thing. Wow, lots of little pieces here. Like, when I say that, I mean like, not just one or two of the same kind, but like a dozen or more of the same kind of piece. Which you don't see very often. Normally it's like 6, 8. But it doesn't usually get up into like 12 or 15. Guess this is the easiest way to do this. All right, now we got to figure out where to put all these little guys. It is one big bag. Yeah, there's a lot here. Yeah, there's a lot here. I'm all for it, though. I mean, it looks like it's going to be really cool. This, to me, is probably going to be some of the more interesting. Like, we've had a couple of interesting connections, but I feel like this is going to be one of the more fun things. Now, I guess I'm going to do, for space saving purposes, I'm going to do work smarter, not harder. Actually, there's going to be quite a few of these. Hello. So I guess this will be, what's today? Today's the 25th. Then, yeah, the first. What's next Friday? Is it the 2nd? So the next Lego stream will be December. Wow. And that is going to be the DeLorean. For anybody that wants to look that up, it is set 10300. Knew that was good. Close enough. So hopefully these things are going to be assembled separately, and then we'll put them on the ship so that we don't have to have the ship down in front of us this whole time. Why'd they give me an extra one? Getting chunky pieces here. Real life, full size Lego brick, like the iconic. I guess the 4x2 is probably iconic, but this is the one that I think of because of Minecraft. Psych! Hello! Hope you're having a good day. This is just a really difficult set to lay out. Or I guess bag to lay out. I've not found we've had very much success with the knolling for this set. It's been challenging more often than not. The DMC DeLorean will be so cool. I'm excited to see you start that. So, is it DMC? What's the DMC stand for? Because I've heard it I've heard them called Ultimate Collector's Editions. I've heard them called all kinds of different things. Is the DMC, you mean like the make of the car? Or is it a Lego acronym? DeLorean Motor Company, okay. That's what I thought. Like after I said it, I was like, that maybe that's not a Lego thing. Maybe that's a... Because they only made the one car, right? Apparently there's a way to unlock it in Forza, and I haven't figured it out yet. I find that those skill things in Forza are really hard. You know, like drift for so many points and like all that kind of stuff. I can win races well enough, but the skill chain stuff, I don't understand how it works, and they don't communicate to you clearly how it works, and I find it very frustrating. I don't find I'm very good at drifting in that game anyway. I'd much rather have a car that just handles well. Let's bring these over. Not going to worry about these because these are just the toy part of it. Just bugging me. Guess could probably use black pieces over here. Sometimes the big chunky bits just don't fit anywhere. They made a few different models? Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. Like in 83, they changed the hood. Oh, okay. So which one was the DeLorean used in Back to the Future? Was it the DMC-12? Someone has one around here. Maybe not a DMC-12, but there's definitely a DeLorean here in the city. Local to Dartmouth, too. Bag 6, ready to go. So we're going to grab one of these first. Oh, we're getting right into it. And we've got a sticker. Of course we do. Question is, which way does it go? Oh, it's symmetrical. Perfect. Question is, What? How do you space it out? This might be a full-on fingers thing. Not bad. Not the best, but hard to redo. That goes on like this. Love them stickers, yeah. Sarcasm at its finest. And then we need these 3 pieces. It's funny, I usually have this soundtrack playing when I'm playing Satisfactory. Listening to it makes me want to play Satisfactory. Has anybody heard when Update 7 is going to be potentially hitting the early access? Obviously the very bright pieces are being used for measurements and interior stuff. There is no neon green on the exterior, that's for sure. So then we grab these guys and the real life size, that one. Kind of an extreme angle on that, I guess. Not quite as easy to see. I'll be honest, I haven't been keeping up with Satisfactory news through official channels. My source of Satisfactory has been you. Yeah, no, that's fair. Trying to follow through the official channels is a pain. They make it very painful. Before Christmas, it's supposed to hit early access before Christmas, Dan. That's great. That's good. That's what I wanted to know. Because I'd like to play some Satisfactory over the holidays. I won't get into the details, but I will very likely have some extra time to myself this holiday season. So I figured I might as well do some extra streams so folks are around. I mean, I hope to. That's the plan anyway. I do have the usual, like, you know, cooking and gifts and prep and all that kind of stuff to do as well, but I hope to be able to do that during other times. So this is all kind of like how it attaches to the main ship over here. Be my guess. I think I see how it goes. There's sort of see it there. There's 3 connectors. There's like a cross, a bolt, and like another cross. And so cross bolt. There'll be another cross up here, I think. I think that's what we're getting into. Don't know what these are for though. Oh, maybe they attach to the other side. Oops. Wrecking the place. Yeah. Noticing a pattern. Although it's frustrating that that's kind of off. Though I'd say that's the bottom anyway. Yep, I suspect that I'm right. White peaks. How does that fit in there? Does it like cantilever in? How does that work? That doesn't fit. That doesn't fit there. Did I miss something? Oh, I did. I missed a piece way back here. Should fit there now. Interesting, I've never seen that happen before. We have to kind of like wedge a Lego piece in. Interesting. Extra roll, that's my Christmas sorted. Well, thanks very much, Cosmic. New Year Day stream. I don't know about a New Year's Day stream. I do tend to take the actual holidays off. But in and around stuff like Boxing Day, I could see myself doing a stream. It really just depends on what I'm in the mood for playing. Like if I'm playing some games, if they're games I normally stream, then I probably will. But if they're console games, then I might not be. So then we put on the disc. Set that aside for a second. Move on to this. And 7 more. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Don't remember if it was, yeah, it was this build that we were working on. We've had a couple of ships that have used these pieces. I feel like the Y-Wing used these as well. I much prefer this kind of a build up your cylinder with these pieces than having it all be one chunk. But I guess it depends on how you want things to look. That's interesting. Okay. Sorry, I was going to say something and I realized I was wrong. There's another piece here. Snappy snap. Lego says being organized like this looks pretty cool, actually. I just jump in a pile. Well, I find that this is better for streaming, but I would do it like this anyway. That gets set aside. And then we've got great big disky thing. Technical term. The great big disky thing, even though it's very small. That, and then we've got one of these that goes on after. And then we have the great big chunky bit. And that is got one of these on it. They really were thinking when they put all these round pieces together with holes drilled down the middle of them. They do so much with these designs. And then this goes sideways like that. And this goes in this way. I guess it's all symmetrical, so it doesn't really matter. I think that's right. Yeah. Then we have to make a bunch of these little things. Actually, this is something special. This is just a one. Sideways like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. And then this goes and grips onto the bottom here. Sure. And then we have to make 7 of these. It goes like that. Just give me 1 second, folks. I'll be right back. No, I was muted. Thank you, Cosmic. Sorry, I sneezed and then I had to go blow my nose, and then I forgot to unmute the mic when I came back. Thanks, Cosmic. Not Humo. No, I've never been to Europe. It's on my bucket list, though. I would really like to travel to Italy or Scotland or Ireland. I mean, like, probably Scotland, but if I was to go that far, I would probably hit more than just one country. The issue is that I do not like to fly. And flying across the Atlantic, well, I know it would probably be one of the easier flights I've ever done. It would also be one of the longest. Although I say that, and like, me traveling to Utah was like a 14 or 15 hour travel day because of all the connections and the route that I had to take. And we do have some flights that leave from Halifax, the Halifax International Airport, and fly direct to London. So like I wouldn't have to go to Toronto first. Which never made any sense to me anyway, because it's in the exact opposite direction. Alright, that's 7. Heard Alistair sneeze for the first time and nearly jumped out of my skin. Yeah, he didn't mute it in time. It's interesting. All right, so these all attach to this octagonal thing here, and it looks like they go. I guess they can only go one way. Trying to get them in the middle. Alright, so those all go on like that. And then we have to do, I guess, the exhaust part. So we grab one of these, 2 blue pieces. And then this thing. And this thing has got this piece on it. That's a cool way to do the engines. I like that. I much prefer that than some of the other ways that they do it. Then this stacks up this way inside. And that attaches to the back here. Like that. And then this goes onto the side of the ship. And then we start over again. That is a seriously strong connection. That's awesome. There's one engine on. Very cool. So very big. Actually, let's turn it this way. Have you watched Andor? Yes, I am not all caught up. I think I finished episode 10. I think 11 is out. I have not yet. Flew to Canada in the summer and the flight wasn't fun. It was about 14 hours. Yeah, that's a long time on a plane for me. It's a long time. Not Humo, my trip to Utah was life-changing. So I originally... I was part of a podcasting community called Frog Pants, and I was doing a podcast convention, and it was going to be the last one. Scott Johnson, the guy that organized it with a team of friends and family, was going to be the last show for a while. So I figured, well, I'm not going to be in Utah again anytime soon. So after that convention in 2017, I took another 6 days or 7 days. The whole trip was 10 days total. 3 for the convention, 7 I think down south. And I went down to the south of Utah, and I was hiking some of the national parks. So Arches National Park, Dead Horse State Park, Canyonlands National Park, Oh, there was one in between. I don't remember the one in between. What was it called? Capitol Reef, which I think is a state park. And then I hiked the Narrows at Zion. And I hiked a little bit in Bryce Canyon. Bryce Canyon was more like I stopped by for a few hours. It was regrettably short. Bryce Canyon was a lot prettier and cooler looking than Canyonlands, and I should have spent more time. I mean, Canyonlands was cool, but I think I maybe should have skipped some of the smaller parks, like Capitol Reef. I stopped only because it was on the way and I needed a rest stop, like to get out of the car and walk around. Not Humo, you spent 17 years in Utah. Very cool. That's awesome. Mini packs coming in with the raid. Party of 8. Thanks so much, mini packs. Hope you're having a fantastic day so far. Alyoop, welcome in. Cosmic, of course, and Elkhorn, we're already here doing the old dual mod thing. True Purple, good to see you. That's good to know, Postman. That's good to know. I'm really enjoying Andor, so I'm looking forward to finishing it. I might do that after dinner tonight, actually. Depends on how late I am. So now we got these. This hopefully won't be too difficult because we're just basically doing the same thing over again. Just mirrored. Not sure if you guys can see that very well. Probably not. Let's try doing that. Good, thanks. I've been trying to get my gear back in the end today. Oh no, you had a death event. I think that's what's happening the last time I raided you, is that you're working on the end. Was that your hard? No, because if it was hardcore, you'd be done. So you're talking about, were you playing on, I missed it, were you playing on Infinity Cove? Or I mean, obviously if you died, it wasn't your hardcore world. So wait a minute. It was my hardcore world, but the community wanted me to bring it back, so we altered the world so it's single player with a twist. Oh. So what? I thought when you died in a hardcore world that it was locked. Did you have to like get into the code to change it? The twist is I have to do hard and unpleasant things when I die rather than lose the world. Oh, okay. So at least dying still has weight to it. Which makes sense. Pretty easy to flick the world back to single player with MBT data. Well, that's good to know, because one of the reasons I don't do hardcore is because I don't want to get into building anything and then die and then have to like restart, because I've been pretty vocal about how I dislike the starting phases of Minecraft. It's not my favorite. I find it very repetitive. That said, I've been thinking about trying to do something different, like, you know, not hardcore, but like a skyblock world or something. Although I think it would be fun to do like a skyblock that would be only streamed and only streamed with a friend. I think that could be fun. Because then we could just do technical stuff, you know. But then I don't know what the goal is, to try to beat the dragon, because I don't care. You know, like, that's not what I play Minecraft for, so I don't exactly know what the point of a skyblock world would be. Like, what's the goal? Like, collect all the things, make all the farms? I don't know. I guess that's where I might have to do like some sort of modded skyblock where there'd be some sort of mod pack to work through, like other goals, you know. Funny enough, I'm planning a stream only skyblock with a fellow Infinity Cove member. Oh, cool. Are you able to say who? Do they have their own channel as well? We're looking to add extra advancements to work towards. That's a cool idea. Is Infinity Cove your personal server, Joel? Infinity Cove is my patron server. So the Citadel is my personal server. That's where it's just myself and my friends. Cosmic, Steven, Alistair, Hannah, a couple of others that don't stream right now, but that's the main roster. And they're just all friends. And then on Infinity Cove is a reward for, I think it's $10 US a month on Patreon to support this channel. They don't stream yet, but I will say that maybe people would want to follow Lewas. Ah, I see. Is this the event, it's happening event? That's cool. We won't spoil anything, so, but that's cool. Thanks for the shout out for Lewas Cosmic. Lewas also a long-standing member of this community. But that's great. I'm glad that there's quite a few people from the community that have started streaming, which I think is really cool. Oops. Got ahead of myself. Ow. Can't hang around, I'm afraid. No worries. I know that you have other things that you have to do, mini packs. By all means, the VOD will be up on Twitch. The other two VODs are on YouTube and Twitch, so people can watch wherever they want. And I'll probably try to put this VOD up on YouTube. I think the earliest I can put it up under affiliate contracts is like tomorrow afternoon sometime. You're not allowed to post the VOD elsewhere within 24 hours of the stream, apparently. Which is good. It's fine, really, because when people watch on VODs on my channel or on on my Twitch channel, I think I get ad revenue from it, but I don't get ad revenue on YouTube because the channel isn't big enough. Have a good one, Mini Packs. Thanks for the raid again. Appreciate it. And we'll catch you later. All right, that goes on this way. Just like that. Set that aside. Goes on like that, and then go, and then this piece. We're getting down to the wire now. It's always easier the second time around. Right, so then I grab this piece, one of these, one of those, and this little slanty bit. And that hooks onto the bottom. And now we just do the reverse that we were doing before. Grab these guys, move them down closer. So it's these, then those, then these. I found that I had the pieces in the wrong order last time. Easier. Well, easier, relatively easy. Still tiny pieces. One. I'm not really complaining. Maybe. Two. The parts you're building now look so cool. Yeah, I mean the effect is neat. The I guess it would be like I said, the air intake when it's in the atmosphere. Because I remember from the show, these little flaps that are on the front of the engines, they move, and as the engine revs up, they kind of that kind of open and close like that. Pretty sure. It's been a while since I've watched The Mandalorian. I've watched season 1 twice, but I've only seen season 2 once, and I've seen the Boba Fett series once. I will not be rewatching the Boba Fett series. I might watch the 3 Mandalorian episodes within it. But not the whole series. Yes, Cosmic, we're just going to power through. I'm looking for someone to raid, actually. Probably Minecraft would be my guess. I doubt that there's somebody else doing Lego. But if you want to throw the suggestions in chat, that'd be great. And if anybody in chat that's a regular has the ability to share a link, or if you're a sub, then by all means you can suggest to Cosmic a streamer that we don't normally raid. That would be great too. One little bright green piece left over. That's interesting. Normally they don't, normally they leave you a little bit more. So these all go on here. So these don't look like they actually have the ability to move, but that's fine. What I find so interesting about these is that what they've done with the pieces is that they've made them kind of like offset so that each piece kind of like has a bit to the side of it that completes the form, I guess. So it looks like that. Pretty cool. Whoops. And this goes on this side. I'm not thrilled with these pieces here. Are these blue pieces supposed to be exposed? I don't think they are. I wonder if I'm missing some stuff. I wonder if me clunking around has done something here. Hold on. No, those blue pieces are not supposed to be there. Must have some beige pieces that I'm missing. Unless they just didn't come with the set. That's weird. Yeah, there's supposed to be some beige pieces right there. Well, that's kind of anticlimactic. I kind of wanted this to be finished. So where did those pieces go? All right, well, that's the end of that. But Like gray and dark gray ramps? No, it's supposed to be a beige piece. You can see it in the image. It's like a brown beige piece. Oh, I see. They're in the wrong spot, you think? Yeah, I see. I was like, that's weird. Normally you don't get missing pieces from official LEGO ships. Good eye. Thanks, Machine Driven. Yeah, I see what it is. Yep. There we go. I guess that's one cool thing about when they give you these fancy brightly colored pieces, right? Like it means that if you've made an error, they stand out dramatically. And you're like, wait a minute, there's no bright blue on the Razor Crest. What are you talking about? Good catch, Machine Driven. Good catch. But yeah, the landing gear is definitely something I'm probably going to move. Because when you press on the back of the ship, like, this is really rocky. I feel like the landing gear on the bottom, this should be a lot farther back. So when I sit this on my shelf for display, I'm probably going to move these back. The landing gear on the real Ultimate Collector's Edition is way cooler. But, not bad. So here's a great top-down view. Lots of cool stuff. We've got side panels that open. I mean, there's not much inside. Just structural stuff. There are carbonite figures on the other side. Found it strange that there's no plate on the bottom back here. I feel that feels kind of incomplete. But I don't know what that model is. Like I don't remember it that well from the show to know how it looks. But this is cool. I like the top part here. And then of course, this isn't meant to flip up, but you can take that off, put in the figures, and then snap it back on. So it's not meant to be, because it's not, you can't enter it from the outside in the show. You're meant to kind of go in through the back of the ship. Back of the ship actually comes down as well. Hard to see with the camera, but this comes down. And then on this side somewhere, it's where we have, yeah, little dudes in carbonite. I thought was interesting. The fun little addition. Yeah, that is the Razor Crest. Is that 75292, I think? Yep, 75292. Well, thanks very much for hanging out, folks. And thank you again to Cosmic Dancer for sending in this amazing, very cool set for us to put together here live on the channel. Hope everyone enjoyed the afternoon. We are going to pass you along to, let's go with Impulse, doing a charity stream. That's a fun thing. Charity stuff is always great, especially on Thanksgiving weekend. I'm sure there's a lot of people hanging around, and Impulse is a good dude. Quite enjoy Impulse. So we'll pass you on to Impulse. You can tune in tomorrow to the Spawn Chunks Minecraft monthly hangout if you're a member of the Spawn Chunks community. That is happening on the Discord. That is at 11 o'clock Atlantic, UTC -4. My next stream is tomorrow at 1 o'clock Atlantic, and that will be maybe a little bit later. It might be 1:30, depending on how much time I have between the Spawn Chunks Hangout and my stream. So, but I should start roughly around the same time, and we'll be back on the Citadel Minecraft server doing stuff there. So check out the Spawn Chunks on the SpawnChunks.com. That's the podcast I do with Pixel Riffs about Minecraft. And of course, you can check out the Citadel Cafe, which has a brand new episode out as of last night. Myself and Alistair McFly, a co-streamer and co-member on the Citadel, we talked about The Crown. And Pepsi, Where's My Jet? Alistair was watching a lot of documentaries. We also talked about the Lego Eiffel Tower, which is a new massive set from Lego. So you can check that out at thecitadelcafe.com. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Joel Duggan, and of course, follow here on Twitch. Big thanks to everybody that subbed today. I really appreciate it. Thanks for the bits. I really appreciate the support. And we'll see you all tomorrow. Bye for now.